This here is the all-new Fujifilm X-E5, and on front I've got the 23mm f2.8. Effectively, this camera is the X100VI, but you could take the lens off and you can swap the lenses. So what that means is you have more versatility with such an incredible camera. I know that everyone loves the X100VI because of that compact, beautiful feel, and you get the same with the X-E5. Even with this smaller 23mm f2.8 up front, it does easily fit in my pocket and I can walk around the city as I wish. And then if I wanted to, I could then swap out the lenses and get more versatility out of this camera. On front here, we have a new dial. So on the new dial, you can change or select different film simulations on the go. You do have some custom ones on there as well, so if you want to create your own and set them to that custom, that means when you're walking around you're like, okay, actually this will feel a little bit better with one of my other simulations. You just turn the dial to that setting and you've got your film simulation that's baked in and ready to go. Now, full disclosure, I've been loaned this camera and I do not get to keep it. Fujifilm have absolutely no say in this video whatsoever. I'm just using the camera, walking around the city of London, getting some photos, and then this camera goes back to Fujifilm once I've completed this video. So, with that being said, let's head out, go and get some photos around London, and see what we get. For this video, I am shooting in JPEG and RAW. So, the reason I'm doing that is because if I want to use any of the images straight away, I can transfer them straight over to my phone with the JPEGs. But then if I want to edit them later on with those beautiful Fujifilm colors as the base, then I can use the RAWs. So I'm always shooting JPEG and RAW whenever I'm out shooting whatever camera system I'm on, but just for reference, that's what I'm doing today. I've just thrown the camera on 30th of a second, f13 ISO 100. I've got the shooting mode on continuous shooting, and I'm just getting some panning photos in Piccadilly before I move on. So ideally with red buses because, well, we're in London and it'd be rude not to get a panning photo of a red bus because, well, it's London. There's a bike going through, let's see what we can get. For anyone not knowing how to do panning shots or longer exposure shots, essentially what you're trying to do is you're picking your subject and you're just following the subject being nice and still, going through the frame with your shutter open for a longer period of time. And the reason it's good to do that is because it gives you a little bit more motion in the photos. At least that's why I like doing it. It adds a bit more to the image rather than it just being a very clean, simple shot. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a London street video without popping down to Chinatown and getting some of these beautiful red lanterns. Because it's, well, you know, it's actually kind of crazy to see Chinatown so quiet. I was here last night actually, doing another video with this, which is a nighttime video, which you'll see after this one. Well, not straight away after this one, but that'll be the one after this video. And it was absolutely rammed. The shot that I was just getting, you can see this frame in there. So these guys over here just walked through and I was just getting it in that nice little frame there. I kind of want someone, maybe even a cyclist just going up the center of the road would look nice. Oh, cyclist. Yeah. Sweet. Now, while we're walking around, I want to give you a little tip. If you're... a little trick you can do, if you don't have a mist filter or anything with you at the time, like here, the halation is actually really nice. It looks good anyway, so this is without, as you can see on the screen. But if you wanted to get a little bit of halation, what you can do is just blow a little bit on the screen, on the lens. Wait for it to get to where you want it to, and there you go. Just a little FYI, if you don't have a mist filter, just... It's a nice little frame here, this dude standing outside this building. Such a nice, I'm down in Covent Garden and there's For anyone that's been to Covent Garden before, you'll know that there's these lovely archways that go all the way along. So that when anyone walks in front or is walking down, it just looks really nice. It's a really nice frame, nice composition, and there's loads of different like avenues and angles you can get. Like here you have this nice archway, you have this, which is nice as well. I'm just looking at this frame here. Can you see there's a mirror just in the back there? This is a reflection on the window, so you got the road, etc., bus stop, blah blah blah. You got the window, and then inside you have the mirror. So if we zoom into the mirror, you can just see then, as the lady walked past, you had them in the mirror, but then you also got the reflection. So it's like a really nice kind of layered shot, which is what I'm trying to get at the moment. It's just a little bit difficult at 23mm. I'm gonna have to remove myself, I think, as well in post because I'm in the frame. So it works the best when this side of the road is empty and there's something on the other side of the road and then someone is walking through here. Because as you can see with the bus there, it's not bad, but it's very cluttered. This dude just had a briefcase on the side that said post office, and it was like an old school post office. It's like an old school post office briefcase, which you can see on the screen. It looks incredible. The frame I'm looking at is this doorway. Just waiting for someone to walk through the frame. Ah, perfect. See, because it's now raining as well, you've got people walking through with like umbrellas. Just sets this really like moody vibe. But if you're walking outside, say you're walking out here and you look back that way, it doesn't look as good. The frame that I'm looking at here is you have St. Paul's in the background, and then you have these I don't know, monument things, statue things, whatever you want to call them, and I'm using that as like a bit of a frame, I'd say, just as people cross the road. So far, my impressions are as expected. I've shot with the X100-6, I've actually shot with the X100V and the bigger brother, the GFX100RF, and they all have a similar feel. Obviously the images are different, slightly different, but this feels very much like the X100-6 in the hand. It's very easy to use, it's very small and compact. I'm going to put that in brackets, compact, because it's not as small as some other systems, but of course you can still pocket it, which means you can just walk around. Obviously I'm carrying a huge camera at the same time, but if I was just walking around the city with this, I would actually feel pretty happy, because you can get really good video with it because it has IBIS, it has the same sensor as the X100-6, and we all know that's great. So theoretically, if you wanted to, you could actually use this as a vlog camera if you had a wider lens. Let's get a shot here as well. If I get down a bit, I'll be able to use this as a bit of a leading line down towards St. Paul's. And there's quite a lot of traffic, foot traffic as well, which is good. Nice. I'm heading down towards Tower Bridge, London Bridge area, to get some photos down there. The rain has just come down, so there's a nice coating of reflections on the floor, which is great. You can see Tower Bridge from here actually. Let's see what we can get. Why do I like the X-E5 so much? One of the reasons being is I've always liked the X100 series, and the X-E4 obviously was a huge hit when it came out because you had that versatility of changing the lenses when you wanted to. And when the X100-6 came out, everyone loved it because it had IBIS, and it was this lovely travel exploring camera that you could use. Now they brought out the X-E5 and you could do the same, but you can pack a couple of lenses with you, and legitimately you could probably use it as a vlog camera. I haven't tried that because I don't have a wide enough lens, but I think it's definitely doable, and I think it would be such an amazing pocketable camera to go on a weekend away or even a longer getaway. So who's the camera aimed at? Who's the camera for? I think it's for people who are in that kind of mid-range who want to start taking some nicer photos, some nicer content, but at the same time, they don't want to be too serious. I think the price point is incredible for what you're getting, and you're able to then, like I said, buy some other lenses and build on that. I'll have other videos coming out with it, especially a nighttime video, and then maybe even just an opinion-based video about it. The camera has now gone back to Fujifilm, and they had no say in this video. All of the photos in today's video were edited with my presets. There's a link down in the description if you want to go and buy them. That being said, I only had access, so the photos you've seen, I only had access to the JPEGs and the TIFFs. So basically in camera you can convert the JPEGs to TIFFs and then edit those. I wasn't able to edit the RAWs when I was editing, purely because Adobe hadn't updated their system yet and RAWs weren't available because pre-production. Now, that being said, I've only used the camera for a short period of time, effectively less than a week. So I can't give a full exclusive opinion on it because I haven't used it, hasn't integrated into my lifestyle enough for me to share that with you. All I can do is show you the specs down below, show you the photos that I've taken, and tell you my opinion, which is, I like it. With all that being said, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in the next one.